Hey y'all, it's Chimdi. We are in the middle of a transformation and I'm pretty pumped about it. So for today, what we're gonna do, I just finished taking out my faux locks. I loved that faux lock style. I see why that style is so popular. That style really does not quit. So I just finished taking those out and now my hair is in this state. It is dirty. I have not washed it yet. What I'm gonna do is actually straighten my hair. So I'm gonna straighten my dry, dirty hair, correct, because I'm then going to cut it. I'm gonna cut my hair straight because I remembered loosely when I would stretch out my curly hair, I remember it would fall around here to here when I would stretch it out. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and straighten it out anyway so that I can cut it according to like roughly what the length is. And then I'm gonna go ahead, wash it, condition it, all that good stuff, and then do a proper wash and go. My goal is to do this whole process today. We're gonna see. Let's go ahead and get into it. So let's go ahead and start. How exciting! It's been a while since I've cut my hair. I occasionally do trims, but I haven't done a trim in a while, so it's been a long time. And I do love radical transformation, so I'm pretty excited about what I'm gonna do. This is what my hair is looking like before I cut it. I already know I don't really need this much of it to be long in terms of the sides. But of course you wanna cut less versus more so that you have more room to maneuver. I've got my phone set up so I can create the thumbnail for this video. I wanna get like the mid-cut photo, you know? Let's start. It's so exciting. Okay, let's start right here. I thought about straightening out this line, but I'm gonna be wearing my hair natural when I wear my wash and goes, obviously. So precision really isn't as important because even with my hair straightened like this, we know every strand behaves differently and does its own thing. I think ideally I actually want my hair to be like right here, right around my eyebrow. I think I'll actually cut it mid-nose since I do know that's eventually where we're gonna go and because I know that'll be more dramatic. I think I'm gonna cut halfway across so that I can get the photo for the thumbnail. Moment of truth, where's my scissors? I have actual hair cutting scissors and not just like random utility scissors like I normally have. Ready, y'all? So it's about halfway and I'm now gonna take the photo for this thumbnail. Hopefully one of those are good because you truly only have one shot to take a cutting your hair selfie. Now let's finish going where we were. You and I, the real audience of this. Across. Oh my gosh, cutting your hair feels so good. This is why people do it when they have a breakdown. And you can also see that clearly this was not an even cut. But, you know, there's like a good edge there or something. Oh my God, I honestly do feel better. I can't actually even quite see where, okay, yeah, I see where the difference is there. The hair in the front here is gonna be some of the longest hair. So towards, as we get closer to the sides, it actually can start getting shorter. Man, I love cutting hair. I think it's because you're like cutting off the past, you know, you're like shedding older versions of yourself. And now we're gonna cut all the rest to be roughly the same length. That's the nose. I'm gonna cut it right above. Do that again over here. My hair is pretty long, so I feel like this is not even that dramatic of a cut, you know? So part of me is wondering if I want to cut it even more. I want the whole thing right past my eye, but it does not need to be down to my nose, so I'm definitely gonna go in and do another level of cutting. And as we get closer to the back, that's when, you know, the taper is gonna start, so it similarly does not need to be that long. All right, so here's where we are. Still not actually that dramatic. A little bit, but not that dramatic. I can definitely tell that hair in the front is a lot shorter than the hair in the back. You can kind of see where the hair in the front kind of starts doing its own thing. This honestly does feel crazy, but I think because I know that my eventual goal is to be bald-headed, I'm not like super concerned. It's so weird holding so much of your hair. Should I make this into like a makeup brush? We so rarely hold our own body separate from our body, but I think it's an important reminder that things can so easily be removed, but this is not who I am because I can cut it from my person and I am still here. I think this is a very important thing for everyone to do at some point. Just like remember who you are and how much of it is ineffable. All right, now we're getting closer to the length I want, which is right above the nose. All right, so this is the front. I'm gonna cut this little bit right here. Boop. This is honestly so fun. I think I'm gonna grab another photo. Oh, it's so funny. Okay. Oh my God, I already feel better having less hair because I'm just like, less to do. Let me get in frame. All right. I know I want the sides to be pretty short. I'm cutting straight across, which I know will create some bluntness. Ooh, I think this would, I'm just like, I'm like, oh, will this be another good thumbnail photo? Yeah, this is a good one. You future viewer will know which photo I end up using for my thumbnail. So that's the side. I already know this is longer than what I want, but it's okay. We're giving ourselves room to improve. You know, I do want to have some hair, though arguably not that much. And we'll just cut it straight down. Oh, I love cutting. Oh, so freeing. One thing about my hair too is that I know it behaves differently when curled. Like I know there's like a random part in like the back of my head, for instance, where when it's wet, it's still longer than the rest. So that's something I'm trying to remember as I cut, is that when it's curly, it is gonna behave a little bit differently. I love some good Buddhist teaching, and I feel like this is a good exercise in like non-permanence and non-attachment, you know? One thing I struggle with sometimes is letting go of control. So in a weird way, this is kind of reinforcing control because it's like, this is something I have power over. I think that's why when like folks have breakdowns, they go to cutting their hair because it's like a reinforcement of that there are some things that they have power over, you know? Part of me wants to re-emphasize that this is not me having an emotional breakdown, but I'm like, let me not protest too much, you know? Otherwise folks will start being like, I mean, you keep saying it, girl, but we are concerned. Definitely some areas where I'm like, still too long, because I want to have like a kind of a tapered look, you know? So I know the sides have to be shorter for there to be tapering, for the tapering to be in effect. But I also know, like, you know, you wanna have more than less hair to work with. All right, I think this will end up being all about the same length. Like, it looks like it's about the same length all across. I think I need to go a little bit more dramatic on the sides, just because I do know that I want it to be shorter in the sides and in the back. All right, that's a little, it's still slight. It's a little bit more tapered. It's a little bit more tapered. And now the back. So I'm just going to cut it, honestly. Like I'm just gonna cut it pretty short. And you know, for me, the main thing I'm thinking about is truly just having enough hair to grip when I do protective styles. I'm like, if I have that, then I'm good. I feel like I look like a cartoon character. Isn't there a cartoon character who looks like this? Y'all better tell me in the comments. Wow, it's so little. Oh, it fucking feels great. It feels so good, y'all. So I think I'll just use this as a guide and cut it. And the thing with natural hair too, in my hair, is that I can just like fluff it out too. So if things aren't even, I can just like fluff it out until it's even. So I'm just gonna go straight across like that. I should be a little bit shorter. And then we can see we've got some bits over here that are a little bit longer. That feels correct. This kind of like gradient. Wow, look at that. Oh, what a journey. I love going on journeys. There's some areas where I feel like it's a little bit sharp, the transition. And so for those, I kind of want to just like do the end a little bit. But I also know I want the hair to be longer in the front, so it doesn't need to be, like I can have more hair up here, you know? Okay, y'all, I think we're done. I think we're done with this part of the process. And now we are going to move to washing my hair and seeing how it looks short. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Wow, oh my, and you know what's great is I'm so close to being bald headed that I'm starting to imagine like, oh, I'm just gonna rub my head. All right, y'all, so we're now in the shower. I'm about to do my wash and go. I have these products that I got from Target. It's called Emerge and it's for naturals. So I'm gonna wash with this It's Not Happening sulfate-free shampoo. And then I'm gonna condition. Oh, this is actually a leave-in conditioner. So I'll go ahead and use my classic Tresemme Naturals leave-in conditioner. So this is my main BFF leave-in conditioner. All right, let's clean myself, but mostly my hair. For the first time. Oh my goodness, my hair really needed moisture. I can feel how my hair is like, sweet water, sweet water. Oh my gosh, this is so great. It feels like freedom. It's, oh my goodness. This place is getting crazy, by the way. Wow. Oh, it's so short. Oh, what a blessing. I'm getting water everywhere, but it's not that bad. This was the hairstyle I had when I like, you know, I talked about this in my last video, right? Like, I did my big chop right when I graduated from college. And so a lot of my memories from that like post-grad time, I had this hair, and that was really just a beautiful time. But you know, I had this goal of wanting to grow my hair out, and even though I loved how I looked with my hair, I was like, well, I want to grow my hair out. And I think now I'm like letting myself embrace the fact it's like, girl, you love how this looks. Like, wear your hair how you love it. There are no rules. The beauty standards really emphasize having long hair, right? Like, long, flowing hair is what's beautiful, which is, of course, more white supremacy that we have to actively work against. And I just feel like I'm embracing the fact that's like, girl, you love how your hair looks like this. Like, you are beautiful as you are. And if other people don't see it, that's on them. They got nothing to do with you. Wow. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm like returning to myself. That's interesting. I feel like I need to make a whole reflection on having short hair as a return to my true self. Let's go ahead and shampoo. I'm gonna be pretty liberal with this shampoo because I haven't washed my hair in a while, and because it's sulfate free, I feel like that means it's not as bad, because normally you're supposed to just focus on your scalp. Oh my god, it's so short! Wow, I get my entire hair. Oh! All of my hair. Wow, this is beautiful. Why was I blocking this from being my life for so long? Wow! Yeah, this is truly original Chipley right here. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the regular conditioner. I'm not gonna put it in long enough for it to really make a difference. I think I actually used to use this as, no, I never used this as a leave-in conditioner. I think I actually might return to the old products that I used to use. I used to use Paul Mitchell, the conditioner. I'm like learning my hair again, which is cool. I'm like learning it. I'm like, okay. Because you know when you do your hair a lot, you just get familiar with the rhythms and the contours and the lengths throughout. And I feel like I'm like a blind person, like feeling how my hair looks with my fingers. Look at that. I feel very blessed. Because you know, a lot of people, they don't love what they've got, you know? The way they came out the womb, the way they look in the first thing in the morning, the way they look fresh out the shower, that's just not something that they love. It takes them some time to come to terms with who they are. And to be able to like love who you are without doing any work, without having doing any effort, is a real blessing, you know? I think everyone has the capability to do that, but you do need to work on it, you know? I just feel really blessed that I'm at the point in my life where I can just be like, wow, as I am, as I'm made, that is a beautiful, beautiful person. Like, such a blessing. Wow, this is so little hair. It definitely felt longer when it was stretched, obviously, because it was stretched. So I'm thinking like, was it a good idea to cut it when it was stretched? But it's made this surprise more delightful, so I think so. It's only been a couple of minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it out, and I'm just gonna put in the leave-in and get on out of here. This is the shortest hair I've ever had. Wow, I love it. I love it. I've had this feeling on a summer day when you dawn. Get your ring light in the shower and do a music video. I love it. Oh, you don't care. Let's get out of here. Let's dry it off a little bit, and then we'll talk about next steps. Y'all, I love it so much. I love it so much. It's so cute. So I have this Extreme styling gel. I use it so infrequently. I basically got this giant thing and I've only used it to lay down my edges. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use it to define my curls a little bit. I think I'll do the shingle. It's been so long that I'm like, what do I even do? I think I'm gonna do like the shingling method. So I'm most just gonna like put it in my hair and do like, I think prayer hands, maybe lay down the edges a little bit. And that's gonna be that. Oh, I love it. Look at it, look at the swoop. It does it. It does it. Ah! Okay, what do you think? Where are you in your hair journey? Do you have long hair? Do you have short hair? Have you done a big chop? How many big chops have you done? Some people have like done like 3, 4, 5 big chops. This is only my technically second big chop, really, where I had enough hair that cutting it was significant. And yeah, I love it. I'm so happy. Oh, wow. Wow, yeah, I really like it. Okay, go ahead and consider a like if you liked it. Subscribe to see more, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Bye.